Hello again. It feels like it's been a hot minute since I picked up my camera and talked in front of it. I feel like I'm a little bit out of practice, but I really wanted to do something different this week, so I thought I'd go through some of my current favorites. I watch heaps of these videos on YouTube. I really love them. I always find them super interesting just to see what people are using or are into at the moment. So I thought I'd do my own. I'm going to categorize everything just to make it nice and simple. So I'm going to go through some skincare, some makeup, podcasts, YouTube, snacks, clothes, books, and just a random category as well. Albert, my kitten, is right here beside me for moral support. You can hear him purring. He's being a little angel. Anyway, let's get on to it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was skincare. And I really just wanted to recommend a couple of products which are really, really affordable and also accessible worldwide. I'm pretty sure you can get this brand in kind of any drugstore or chemist around the world. So both products are from La Roche-Posay, which is a French brand. The first one is this Caring Wash, which is like a cleanser. Really, really love it. So prior to this, I was using Crave Beauty's Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, which I absolutely love, but it is quite expensive. I think it's over $40. And I was also looking for something really, really gentle just for the winter months because it does get really, really quite dry here. So my skin gets really dry. And this has been really, really good. It's like half the price of the other one, and it's also a bigger bottle, but it's really gentle, really creamy. It doesn't really foam up, but it gets everything off, which is what you want. Love it. I'm definitely going to buy it again. Highly recommend if you have dry skin like me or even sensitive skin. It's also fragrance free, which is awesome. And so from the same line, which is their like sensitive line, I got their like rich cream. So it's a moisturizer. It's really, really thick. As you can see, it's quite a small bottle, but a little bit goes a really, really long way. You kind of need like a pea-sized, if that, and that will go all over your face and really, really hydrate and plump it. Again, really, really great for sensitive and dry skin. Really great as a nighttime moisturizer if you like something a bit thicker at night. I've been using it day and night, but yeah, love it. Gonna repurchase it. It's really simple ingredients, but really hydrating ingredients. So it's got things like shea butter and glycerin. Loving it. Super, super lovely. The other thing I wanted to talk about was some makeup. I don't really talk about makeup that much on my channel, but it's something I'm getting really, really interested in. I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever, but I've just really enjoying putting on a little bit of makeup lately. Something about it kind of just like lifts my spirits a lot. And I really find the process of it really interesting. I've also been watching like heaps of YouTube tutorials of people doing their makeup, and I find them incredibly soothing. I don't know what it is. But I want to talk about two products from the same brand, which you've probably seen because it's hyping pretty hard on the gram at the moment, but for a really, really good reason. So the brand is Kosas, which is an American-based brand. And the thing I really like about them is that they're kind of like a makeup skincare hybrid. So all their makeup is like formulated with really like lovely hydrating products. And yeah, they're just all really good. So the first one is their tinted face oil, which is exactly what it says. It's a tinted oil. So really kind of light coverage. I don't like a full face of makeup. I don't like any heavy foundation. I like being able to see my little flaws and my moles. So this is perfect for me. I have it in shade 5.5, which is actually one shade too light for me, but I mix it with another one. So next time I'll get the right one, but I love it. I think I've had it for maybe like over 6 months and it's still super, super full. So it's like very good value for money. Yeah, definitely recommend if you like a light coverage. And it kind of just gives you like kind of evens out your skin tone and gives you like a glow because of the oils that they use. So the oils that they do use in this formula is avocado oil, which is moisturizing, meadow foam oil, which is plumping, red raspberry oil, which is reparative, jojoba oil, which is soothing, camellia seed oil, which is nourishing, and rosehip oil, which is nice and brightening. So yeah, it's just really nice using makeup, which is also like doing good things for your skin. Really, really into it. Also from the same brand is their bronzer. This is so nice. I'll show you. So I have it in medium, and it almost looks glittery, but it's not. Like, you're not going to get a bunch of glitter on your face, but it does have kind of like this lovely kind of shimmery glow to it. I love it. It's not super orangey. It's really easy to kind of build up. And yeah, as I said, it gives you a lovely glow, which is what you want. A nice like sun kiss. Really, really love this product. All right, next, podcast. So I've been listening to one podcast for the last 2 weeks straight. I'm obsessed with it. It's called After Work Drinks. It's actually been around for ages, but I've only kind of just discovered it. I love it. It's so, so good. So it is by 2 women. One's called Grace O'Neill. The other one is called Isabel Truman. Grace is Australian and Isabel is a Kiwi. But they both live in London. So they're based in London. They're writers and journalists. And they're just super clever and funny and charismatic. So basically, it's basically a conversation between the two of them every week. And they talk about like popular culture and current events. And just important topics, basically. It's really, really funny, but also like incredibly informative. They give really good recommendations as well. And it's just kind of like having a conversation with like a really intelligent, cool friend. I listen to it a lot at work. And it kind of makes me feel a little bit less lonely, because it does get a bit lonely working by yourself. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. They've also had people on for interviews as well, but typically it's just a conversation between the two of them. Highly, highly recommend. Super, super good podcast. And also just like a nice break from the health and wellness kind of podcast I usually listen to, which, to be honest, has been getting a little bit same at the moment. So yeah, it's been really refreshing. The other thing, YouTuber who I love and who I actually discovered through another favorite YouTuber, Brittany Bathgate, who I've spoken about before. They're friends. So the YouTuber's name is Lizzie Hadfield. She's super cool, super similar to Brittany. She does kind of like long form vlogs, which I think is my favorite kind of style on YouTube. And yeah, she's just really sweet and lovely. She's like a fashion vlogger. She does a lot of kind of fashion videos, but she's also just like super smart, gives cool book recommendations. She also has a podcast with one of her friends called Things You Can't Ask Your Mum, which is also really good. They just have kind of funny conversations about taboo subjects. They did a really good one on grief. I listened to it at work and I was just like sobbing, like hoping that no one would come into the kitchen. But it was really, really beautiful. And they've also just put out a book. But yeah, really love Lizzie's channel. Kind of similar vein, I think, probably to my channel. If you find me relaxing, you'll probably really like her. She's also got a really cool cat called Luigi, which is a fantastic cat's name. So yeah, definitely go check her out. The other thing I wanted to talk about was snacks, which is very, very important to me. I love snacks. I always feel like I need a little something in between lunch and dinner. Just feel like it's a really, really long break in between eating. And by like 2-3 o'clock, like a lot of us, I just need something sweet. But I often make the mistake of like eating too much in that space, and then I'm not super hungry for dinner. So I've been really enjoying these. They are rice crackers covered in chocolate, dark chocolate. They're by a brand called Table of Plenty. And what I like about these ones especially is that they come in little individual packets. So you get 4 in each, which is just like the perfect amount to have with a cup of tea. And they're just really yummy. They're vegan, gluten-free, everything you need. Give you that nice like sweet hit, but they feel kind of healthy because it's covered in a rice cracker. Yeah, I feel like I'm also late to the party on these. I feel like people are like, yeah, Gemma, we know about these, but I've just discovered them, so I really wanted to talk about them. Really yummy. If you see them at the supermarket, I'd probably buy them. They are a little bit expensive, I will say that. So they're kind of not like an everyday thing, but definitely something I've been indulging in a lot lately. Just had to move my camera slightly because it was overheating. But next thing I wanted to talk about was a new favorite piece of clothing, which are the pants that I'm wearing currently, which are these high-waisted, flowy pair of chocolate brown cotton knit pants, and they're from an Australian ethical brand called Indigo Luna, which I think I found through like a Instagram algorithm. They really got me. And I love them. They're so good. I was just looking for a pair of like comfy, warm, everyday kind of pants for winter. I kept finding myself putting on a pair of track pants at like 12 p.m. every day I was at home, just because I wanted to be comfortable and warm. But they're also Dan's old track pants, so every time I put them on I feel a bit slobby and gross. So I just wanted a pair of pants that made me feel cool, that look good as well. And these are absolutely perfect. I love the chocolate brown. I've really been gravitating towards this color lately. And what I really love about them is the waistband. So they're high-waisted and they sit really lovely, but they're not too tight, like they're not restrictive, which I hate that feeling of anything tight around my waist. I find it incredibly uncomfortable, especially for somebody with IBS who gets a bit bloated, has a very sensitive wee tum. These have been perfect. They were great for when I had my period as well, just like super, super comfy. Love them, highly recommend. They weren't super expensive either. I think they have them in like a sandy color as well. I think they might be sold out, but if they get them back in stock, I'm really tempted to buy them in that color as well. I feel like when you find a good pair of pants, you just kind of want to get them in every color in case they like go out of stock. But yeah, really, really loving them. Another thing I want to talk about was current favorite book, which I finished maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't have the copy on me because I'm lending it to Dan's mum Sharon, but it's called Pachinko. I'll put a little thingy thing somewhere here so you can see what it looks like. It is probably one of my favorite books I've read in a while, although I feel like I've been saying that a lot this year. I feel like I've been absolutely spoiled with lovely books this year. It's been a really good reading year. But it's really beautiful, well written, engrossing, wonderful novel. So it's about 3 generations of Koreans who moved to Japan, spans over their lifetime, and it's incredible and really, really vivid and colourful, and really just like transports you in that time and place. And even though it goes through like years and years of this family's lives, there's not one like little story that's interwoven that I didn't find incredibly interesting. And I just was so emotionally involved and engrossed and just found it so beautiful and so sad. But yeah, just such a wonderful, wonderful read. So highly recommend that. The last thing I want to talk about, just a couple of random things. Really late to the party on these, but I got some AirPods. And I got these because I needed a new iPhone, because I had this really shitty iPhone which took really bad photos, and I really needed to upgrade it for work. So when I went and finally got a new phone, the salesman like convinced me somehow to buy these, and I guess I was just in one of those moods. So I got them on some sort of special deal, and absolutely no regrets. These have been so good, so good. I'm sure any kind of wireless AirPod thing will do the same kind of trick, but just not having that wire. I'm probably really late to this game, but it's so nice. I use them at work a lot. Just completely like transform the vibe and feel of my day-to-day work life, just because I get to listen to music or a podcast and I don't have to worry about a little piece of wire hanging down. Yeah, these are really, really good. Really love them. All right, last thing. I'm getting a sore throat from talking so much. Last thing I want to talk about was a pair of socks, or 2 pairs of socks. These are the grey version. I'm wearing the blue version. They're just from Uniqlo. They were super cheap, but they're thick and cozy and really comfortable, and I just kind of forgot what a game changer it is having like a good thick pair of socks in winter. I love them. So yeah, shout out to these socks. Riveting content, I know. But that's it. I need to stop talking and have a glass of water. I hope you enjoyed this video, something a little bit different. Hope you found it interesting in some way. I'll probably make a vlog style video again next week, so if you hated this, you can look forward to that. I hope you're doing really, really well wherever you are. Let me know what you've been up to in the comments. You know I love to hear from you. Take care, all the best, and I will see you next time. Bye.